The era of machine politics in American cities spanned more than 150 years. The political machines operated by patronage, creating loyal voting blocs that helped control elections. The system did provide real services, but was also subject to graft, with perhaps the most notorious example being New York's Tammany Hall and its most notorious leader, William Tweed. Tweed, the son of a furniture maker, was a natural politician who built the notorious Tweed Ring by controlling lucrative city contracts and appointments. While Tweed and Tammany Hall provided vital services, alleviating the suffering of the poor and immigrants and presiding over major projects like the start of the Brooklyn Bridge, they demanded a heavy price. Every contractor was forced to pad their bills, creating a system of kickbacks that enriched Tweed and his associates, leading to him becoming one of New York's largest landholders. The ring's biggest fraud was the New York County Courthouse. Originally projected to cost $250,000, it ballooned to over $13 million, with absurdities like a $350,000 carpeting bill for an unfinished building. Tweed's brazen exploitation eventually led to his downfall. The New York Times and Harper's Weekly, featuring powerful political cartoons by Thomas Nast, began publishing proof of the corruption. In January 1871, leaked figures exposed the graft, leading to Tweed's arrest in October on charges of embezzling millions. Though his first trial ended in a mistrial, a second trial in November 1873 convicted him on 204 counts of fraud and embezzlement. He was sentenced to 12 years, but a court of appeals reduced the sentence down to a single year, served in New York's Blackwell Island prison. But his troubles were not over. After he was released from prison in January 1875, he was immediately arrested again on charges brought by the state, attempting to recover $6 million that he had embezzled. Confined to Ludlow Street Jail, Boss Tweed made a dramatic escape on December 4, 1875, while visiting his ailing wife. Wearing a red wig and spectacles, he fled the country, first to Cuba and then to Spain. Tweed said that he picked Spain, hoping that in the absence of an extradition treaty, the Spanish authorities would not surrender him. But Spain's government wanted the United States to end its support for Cuban rebels and agreed to cooperate with U.S. authorities. Spanish authorities arrested him as soon as he arrived, masquerading as a common, although notably rotund, sailor. He was identified based partly on the drawings in Nast's cartoons. He was returned to the U.S. on November 23, 1876. He died in his jail cell in 1878 at the age of 55. Tweed became synonymous with political corruption, and the unfinished courthouse remains his complex legacy, known today as the Tweed Courthouse, a symbol of the Gilded Age's underlying rot.